So I want to talk about intermittent fasting, meal times, everything regarding that. I still feel there's a huge amount of confusion, and I don't think people can quite shake the fact that meal timings don't really matter. So 2 things. Firstly, eating a big dinner at night and then not moving is not going to cause you to put on weight. And 2, fasting, intermittent fasting, not eating breakfast is not going to cause you to lose weight, because it depends on the amount of calories you're eating in both of those instances. So I have 3 little scenarios, tips of when I would suggest intermittent fasting / meal timings. So if you're someone that wakes up really early, I would say not to intermittent fast, not have breakfast, because you've got so many hours before your first meal, which would be around lunchtime or whatever, that it's just going to be so hard for you that I would just say I'd rather switch it the other way. So you can have breakfast and you have lunch, and maybe because you're so tired, if you wake up at 6 a.m, you go to bed earlier, and dinner's the one which you miss. I would recommend fasting to someone that isn't very active and maybe sits around for works at home, but then they know they're going to have a big family dinner. So if you're living at home and you can't really control that meal, say someone else cooks for you and it's big and nice, then don't have your breakfast and wait, have a normal lunch, and then save those calories for the evening. It won't be the end of the world. You didn't have 3 conventional meals. I wouldn't recommend it to someone that likes to eat regularly because they're going to find it so hard. And how about you still eat regularly, but you just eat less regularly? So actually get it up, see how much you eat, see how much you need to be eating, then eat the same frequency, but just eat less, and then you'll still feel satisfied. I wouldn't recommend fasting to a beginner or someone trying something new in terms of their health and fitness exercise routine in the gym. It can make your workout seem harder than it is. So if you're trying something new in the gym and you don't know how it should feel, so you start strength training and then you're going not having eaten, it can feel even harder than if you had food in you and energy in you. You might not realise how actually drained you are from energy without this food in your system. And then, then you can experiment, try it without and see if it feels different. It might not feel different and you might not care. And then a tip for someone that is fasting, you don't have to go full in. If you want to have tea and coffee in the morning, have tea and coffee, because as a normal person, it's only about the calories really. And maybe the 50 calories you have from your milk, from your tea and coffees before you start eating, isn't going to really do much in the long run when you've actually skipped out 400 calories from your breakfast. So anything to help it make it easier, do it. We're not going Olympic level, Olympic fasting. Even if you wanted a little snack, you could start off just by having a snack instead of your breakfast and making that snack smaller. Not saying intermittent fasting is the way forward. I think it can be really useful basically to help you eat less food. But there's, as I said, a lot of instances where I would avoid it for certain people and push it and change it and adapt it for you. So on the weekend, you might wake up at 10, 11 anyway. Easy. You're already fasting, so just keep doing that. And then you can have a nice dinner and go out for drinks because you just save 500 calories from the breakfast that you normally have on a weekday at 8. So make it work for you. And day to day, it can change. It's not like a strict rule book. If things were that strict, then we wouldn't do a lot of things we do with food. If you were that strict with your timings, you probably wouldn't eat a lot of the stuff you eat. Do you know what I mean? It's so just make it work for you.